Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Looking to pass. It's Rich. Dances away. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To throw, it's Rich. Pressure coming. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it, and they did just that.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, going up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
LSU 7, USC 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
But, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
And I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
And the Tigers will have a 1st down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Rich. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Watkins. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that, just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He wants to throw here on second down. And they got him for the sack.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
He's got his man, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, man.
1.
Going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confusing.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game. He completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Vaughn. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Off play action. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Offense and an empty set. Trying to find his man on first down. Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Trojans want to move quickly.
Second down coming up.
On second down, looking to throw. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
To the wideout.
That's a great job by the wide receiver understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Of 10. Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
It's not sexy, it's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.